Time for Twins Pod. It's going to be a damn good show. Yeah. His name was Larry Ranklin?
Ragland, yeah.
Ragland,
yeah.
sorry, Larry Ragland.
Yeah.
Yeah. How influential was he to you in your career in racing off-road?
Oh, Paramount. Before him, I couldn't parallel park.
Oh, really? I saw his video. He said, man, when he first drove with you, he drove him crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know? he was very aggravated. He said, I'm gonna take the keys from you. Because I'm like sliding the thing. We're in my pre-runner, and I'm sliding the truck around in Baja. Like, this dude was my hero growing up. I saw him win all kinds of stuff.
You pissing off your hero. Huh?
So like, fuck, that's a rough feeling.
Right.
So, and then gradually, I developed a relationship with him and started pre-running with him more. And like pre-run is like studying the race course before race day. And then he's, got to, take a liking to me. And I was very respectful. Like, you're the samurai. I want to learn everything. And I was very, very dedicated to listening to everything he had to say and even write down shit that he didn't, mean to say to me, or stuff that slipped out about certain ways he does things. And he helped me a lot. Like I wouldn't have I wouldn't have one championship if it wasn't.
So he was your customato.
Yes. Yeah, he was like a customato to me. And I've learned from a lot of other people, that at the time were a lot better than me. And I've been so passionate about off-road racing. I've been so passionate about Baja, trying to like rip pages out of other people's books and glue them in my book as it relates to my skill set and stuff I'm able to do. That helped a lot. Just picking up every little bit of information that you can learn and apply it to your game. And I've had a certain amount of success with that. So
your sister bought you your first real truck, right?
My first buggy, yeah.
Yeah. You used to have powered by your sister on that?
Yeah, I did for a while. Yeah, my sister's 11 years older than me. She got me my first little race car. I think it was like $11,000 or $12,000.
So your dad, your sister, you had a lot of support. Did they ever try to like, hey, this is dangerous. I don't want you to get hurt. You being tall and handsome.
No, well, yeah, a little bit from my dad. Like my dad never wanted me to Ironman the Baja 1000.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah, for 10 years he wouldn't let me do it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean,
my mom would let us play football because we were too skinny. He was just looking out for you.
Well, I was so crazy and passionate about winning and about trying to break records and do very well. I was willing to do anything. Like first Baja 1000 I won. And I did Ironman fast, drove the whole distance. The last 20 miles, I was like, dude, I'm probably going to die of a heart attack. I'm like barely stringing on. Yeah. I'm bleeding from my collarbones, from my pelvic girdle, from the seat belts. My feet were just from like sand and, salt water and dust going like this on certain parts of my skin and being in like a paint shaker for 20 hours and 14 minutes. So, yeah, I obsessed about it for quite some time, and I've always wanted to do well in that. And I want to capitalize on the opportunity. So the passion for that, I grew up watching these guys. So now they were like Superman. Now I get the opportunity to rip the cape off of Superman. So there's a lot of obsession as it relates to doing well in the sport.
Oh, you consider like the best because you won 8 championships?
I'm pretty good.
As far as Larry what he thinks.
As far as like car control, a lot of people talk about that they, like even my fellow competitors, that I can't believe that he can get away with doing that particular thing, like parallel parking at like 30, 40, 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, I saw a ad you was doing for Black Rifle Coffee and JT, and I forget the other people that were standing there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have stood there.
Yeah.
I was scared you was going to run me over. But you pull it right beside them.
Yeah.
That is nuts. JT is crazy.
It's a little bit more difficult than it looks. It already looks difficult, but that was a runway that has like gnarly texture. Like it's one thing to do that on the concrete out here, but the runway had a lot of texture, so I had to be really careful that the thing, when I was sliding it up next to them, it didn't pop up and be on top of them. But as long as they don't as long as they don't move, like, don't move, you know. And I won't
Hey, if I'm
kill
about to how to move.
yeah, I was like, don't move, and you won't get hit because they might move into a place where I'm going.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You gotta have confidence in them.
Yeah. It's like, trust me, I don't kill anybody that doesn't have it coming.
Yeah. I wonder why you don't like I tuned into the Olympics. There's this chick that was breakdancing. Ray Gun, have you seen that? Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
That was like a 45-minute bathroom session.
Do you ever want
like, I can't
do you ever
believe
wonder
this
why
happened.
your sport is not in the Olympics?
Well, now that you bring it up, I'm like, well, it's motorsports, so I don't think there's been any motorsports in the Olympics.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
But honestly, after seeing this Olympics, I do not want to ever be in the Olympics. I don't ever
I know
want to
the
be in
opening ceremony. Then Ray Gun messed it up for the breakdance. Hey, you got that video for Ray Gun dancing, right?
Well, she came out. She made an appearance, right?
Yeah, she made an appearance after the Olympics. Did you? So you know who this chick is, right?
I mean, I've seen this chick doing some like having like a seizure.
She'd have been awesome in the 80s. But she's
Oh my
like
God, we
30
got her
years
up?
too late. Yeah.
Wow.
This is nuts. This is wild right here.
Wow.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, that was better than the one from the Olympics.
Yeah. She's getting better.
Yeah,
she should have did that shit in the Olympics.
the one in the Olympics where she's just sliding around on the and I'm like,
That was.
How can you be that oblivious? You on the national stage and you think you're doing something.
Yeah. You
is
see all the
crazy.
people in the background going like,
You're like,
what is going on?
is this a joke?
Yeah.
Hey,
We're all being pranked.
Yeah.
Hey, you might be 8-time off-road champion, but you ain't no Ray Gun.
I will never be qualified to do that.
Man, that is crazy, man.
You stole that from that Rocky movie, Tommy Gunn?
Yeah.
Yeah, you a great fighter, but you ain't no Tommy Gunn. That was nuts.
Yeah, I've never seen the Olympics like this. It wasn't like this the last time. Like, we didn't have any of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like when I was growing up, the Olympics was very conservative and people respected their
Patriotic
countries. It was the best of the best. It's just, I think she was like a DI.
DEI. Well, it shows clips. Like, I've seen clips of where, like, it's current Olympics versus like now.
Yeah.
Or current Olympics versus like 1983 or something.
Right.
And you see the guy with the arrow, like the crowd's right here, and he's got the bow and arrow, and the archer launches that torch into the bowl. And it lights up.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
ever seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that.
Damn, because like that could have gone into the crowds, you know, because it's going over the crowd to get into the.
Yeah.
And we would never do something
crazy.
like that. Now.
Yeah. It was the best of the best then.
Things have changed a little bit.
Yeah, it changed. It changed a lot.
Yeah.
I can't believe I would have never. If you'd asked me in high school if men could use women's restrooms, I'd have never believed it.
Could you imagine when we was in high school? Because I was in track and field. If a guy would have like dressed as a woman like her and everything and raced the other girls, I think the coaches, everybody would run the track and like grab them.
Yeah.
Everybody would have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a different freaking world from when we was in high school.
Yeah, and it's not for the better.
Yeah, that's I don't know how this is happening. I really don't. It's so bizarre. It's so
You know
bizarre.
how it happens? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be truthful. It's women.
Women?
It's
Women
women
vote for this, yeah.
and minorities. That's how we
Yeah,
got
over
here.
women, like 50% of women vote.
Well, they're 53% of the electorate
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah.
And that's why they push the, you know,
Yeah.
the abortion as women empowerment.
Because a majority of women, minorities, when it comes to voting, it's not like they're not looking at it holistically. It's just one thing that they like feel strong about. You know,
Well, this is the
so
thing.
these things like this, like men competing with females, it slips through the cracks because people on the left doesn't matter to them, but it means a lot to us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
these things squeak through because the people on the left, when they vote, it's because of one or two reasons. It's not holistically. They only care about what they getting out of it.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah, I see that too. I see what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
like
that.
all the groups that's been disenfranchised in this country has been women and minorities, and they exploit that to get their
Don't
vote.
forget the alphabet The alphabet.
Yeah, these people like sexuality, your race,
Yeah.
women, they've been disenfranchised historically, right? So then Democrats exploit that and get them to vote based on that, fear-mongering them to vote Democrat. Now, they don't vote for principle over there. They vote to keep their rights from being supposedly taken away from them. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prices of everything is high as shit.
It's high as hell.
Yeah, we all know it's because of inflation. It's much worse than our politicians want us to know.
The good white people at Genesis Wealth Company have put together a comprehensive wealth guide to help protect your assets tied to our failing dollar.
Go to goldrushpatriot.com and let our friends at Genesis Gold help you get prepared today. And the best part about this guide, it's 100% free. Tell them the Hodgetwins sent you. Yeah.